What the heck is happening on farms across Canada? At least 12 migrant farm workers have died on Canadian farms in 2022, 4 in the last week alone. A group of Jamaican migrant farm workers wrote an open letter begging for help. In the letter, they call the work systemic slavery.
If you're talking about modern slave in Dubai, and then let me introduce you modern slave in Canada. Like I always tell my people, if you have to pay to come to work the dirty job that no one wants you to do, it is a scam. So let me tell you why and how this could happen. So for people to come to Canada, usually they have to go through a process with agent. Especially for those working stream, those agents are the one connecting between employer and employee. And here's how the thing is wrong. Those agents, they will go to Africa, to Southeast Asia, to small city, to property, to promoting about a bright future in Canada. Yes, a bright future for them and their family member. If they pay at the same amount of money to come to Canada and working, they will be able to pay back in 1 or 2 years and be able to providing for their family. You have to understand, people who live in poverty, they are desperate. When someone opens a new door for them, a new opportunity, they will take it. They will risk it all because it is human nature. Everyone wants the better thing for their family. So to come to Canada under those working stream, they have to pay around 50 to 200k to employer and agent. On top of that, the money to Canada government. Yes, and you might not see that on the government website, but that is the market price for people who want to come here under working stream. So because they live in poverty, they live in small city, they don't have that much money. So they have to make a loan from the government, from their family member, and most of the case is from mafia, from the black market that put themselves and any of them loving one in a risk. So after the risk is all and they arrive in Canada, they arrive at the farm. Some case their visa was taken away from them. Other case that they was working with less hours than they was promising. And then they realize that no way with that salary they can pay back in 1 or 2 years. And if they are working less hours than the agreement, they are at risk of being sent back to their country. So they have to take away the money from their pocket, give it to employer to receive a fake check. And this could never happen if Canada can do better and have a better immigrant system. Because this is what Canada government do. They give employer paper, ask them to give it to employee to sign that they are not being abused. Like, seriously?
Humanity, where exactly are we heading to? Are we heading forward? Are we heading backward? Like, what is going on? What exactly are we doing? And why are we doing this? Have hope in humanity, they say. Well, guys, I'm struggling really hard to hold on to the hope in humanity I have left. Honestly, this is news to me. I'm just finding out about this, but am I shocked? No. I did a little bit of research and I found out that this has been going on for quite some time now and the mainstream Canada media doesn't talk about it. Why are people so selfish and wicked? Like, I would never understand it. Money truly is the root of all evil because all of this is for money. They want the labor but don't want to pay for it. They want to be able to enrich themselves and build their empires on the backs of other people by spending little to nothing. Like, I would never understand why employers can't treat their migrant workers well. Like, why do they have to be so cruel to them and force them to live in unlivable conditions?
More and more Canadians are demanding answers after revelations of the mistreatment of migrant farm workers.
Group of Caribbean women, they start working here. 89 straight days without a day off. 89 days. They work 14 hours a day.
Who's responsible for the conditions that migrant farm workers are dealing with?
So there's this kind of alliance between the employers, the Government of Canada, the Government of sending countries to keep people just quietly working because everyone's making money off of it.
So because of that necklace and ridiculous logical, not a lot of victims was able to report the real situation to the government. Even those if they was successful report that to the government, they still at risk of being sent back to their country with all the death. They was put in a situation that is no way to escape. And if you are Canadian or if you live in Canada, you know it takes the government forever to take any legal action, especially in international worker case. Most of them are the one who receive consequence for employer illegal action. And this all happened is because Canada business doesn't want to pay any more penny for their worker to do hard working job. And the government will creating law, creating stream based on their favor to helping the industry without making sure that the worker, the people who coming here will really be in a safe situation. And if you're looking into human trafficking case in like car stealing chains, most of the cases like that, they have someone who working in the government system to supporting for them. And I cannot help myself to believe that there is no government staff involved in modern slavery. So how can we fix it? How can we stop it? First, we need to raise awareness because the young generation is the future. If they have the right awareness, they will take action in the future. The second, that we need to spread the message to the right community to protecting our people from that. And the third one is we're not playing corporation game. We can never win those games. The only way is we're not playing their game. If they want people to come here to work the job that no one wants to do, they need to pay us for everything to come here, from legal process to making sure that we are safe to be here. We don't play the ridiculous game that we need to pay here to work. That needs to be stopped. That's awareness. That thinking needs to be spread in our community to be able to stop modern slave, to be able to stop the employer to take any piece of us and break it down into money.
Shout out to this lady, she's credited down below. I love how she went into details, breaking down how one can mistakenly get themselves into situations like this when they want to travel abroad for a better life. She brought a different perspective to this conversation, really breaking it down the way she did. It's just sad that people continue to take advantage of the less privileged and use their situation against them. So guys, please share this video. People have to be aware of exactly what's going on, and this video just might be that one thing that might save someone out there that's about to fall into this mess. The world we live in, guys, truly is a scary one. This is wrong. This is so wrong and needs to be stopped. It's not even supposed to be a conversation. It's not something that we're even supposed to be talking about and talking about how we need to raise awareness. Like, everybody is just supposed to know that this is wrong and not participate in it. Things like this makes me very angry because it reminds me of just how powerless I am. And then it reminds me of the ones that are actually in power that are supposed to be doing stuff to make sure that things like this don't happen, but then they are not doing stuff that they are supposed to be doing to make sure that things like this don't happen. As a matter of fact, they may even be involved in making sure that things like this continue to happen because they profit from it.